Hey guys, 460 Style here today. Today I want to talk about firearms that you don't really need, but you need in self-defense. Depends on the situation that you're in. First, I want to talk about the smaller calibers, and I'll be working my way up. And first, I'm going to start off not a small caliber, but small amount of ammo in the firearm, like my Bond arm here, empty. You see that? So you're not underpowered with this. 45 ACP is not a slouch. Everybody knows, 1911s and all that whole history thing. 2 World Wars, baby. But anyway, that whole thing. Although it is a smaller barrel, projectile will be moving a little bit slower, but you're not unprotected. Still, again, 2 shots, not a lot of ammo at your disposal, but there's a reason why it's called a backup. You just need it just for the last minute survival thing. So that's one little thing, and you see some tape on my grips because my grips broke and I haven't ordered any yet. I'll get in contact with Bond Arms and have a discussion with it, maybe one day. So anyway, right now I just got tape on it. But anyway, you're not unarmed with one of these. It's a 45 ACP. It's still a lot of power. Okay, so we'll go up to let's say my G3. My G3. Everybody knows, G3, 15 round magazine, 17 round magazine. Plenty of rounds to go down range. As far as power wise, depends on the projectiles that you buy. Usually, home self-defense rounds have a little more speed as far as feet per second and energy for penetration reasons. A lot of people carry ball rounds because they want. Sometimes people like over the penetration on things, which to each his own. Everybody has different reasons for why they have different projectiles. So again, a lot of rounds, fairly strong, not over strong. Wide variety of ammo available, up to 1,500 feet a second. I think civil defense, but it's a lighter projectile. You're talking about 80, 90 grain bullets versus 115, 125 in these. So that's why civil defense, not to knock them or anything, they have light round projectiles going excessive speeds on all these calibers, 357, all the other. It makes them look awesome, but it's still lighter projectiles. That's the reason why they're able to advertise these speeds. So anyway, so you're going from a lot of rounds to excuse me, to not so much a lot of rounds. More than your Bond arm, the 2 rounds empty. 357 Taurus tracker, 4-inch barrel. Very nice to shoot, hot rounds, or 38 special. Very nice. Not as much as a 2-inch barrel, which would have more recoil. But 357, again, one of the most proven rounds out there. Cops use them. People, bear protection. Anything, target practice, whatever. 38 special, still very viable round. 6 rounds. This one's 7. This one holds 7 rounds because it's a bigger frame. But again, 7 rounds, more than 2 than my Bond arm, but 7 rounds, not as much as my 9. But it depends, everyone, Ford or Chevy or Dodge, take a pick. Everybody has different reasons for different different strokes for different folks. That whole thing. So anyway, very, very good self-protection firearm. 7 rounds, not much recoil. Feels very nice in the hand. You can tell you got some power. You can tell it's not a weak caliber because the 357 is not a weak caliber by no means. 38 special, not really a weak caliber. Almost as effective as this. but less recoil. So that's an option for you smaller shooters, women, youth, or whatever, whoever wants to start. I would start with 38 special and work your way up. Mostly you start with 22 for the for most applications. That's where you start. Small calibers, work your way up, so you'll be able to handle it. So anyway, 357, not underpowered by no means. You're limited on the amount of rounds. So that's that. Next one I got is my Taurus 44, 8 3/8. Obviously, you're not going to carry this, but this is just an example. You can carry a 44 Magnum, 2 or 3 inch barrel, 4 inch barrel, 6 inch barrel, and an 8 inch barrel, 8 3/8. Sorry. A lot of power. 44 Magnum, MT. A lot of power. People use these for hunting now. Now you're getting into the calibers where people are using for hunting, self-protection from dangerous game. I don't know if I use this for protection because smaller barrel, which is what you want, a lighter frame, more recoil, and get your sights back on target after each shot is harder. 357, a lot faster follow-up shots. 44 Magnum, you got a lot of power. So you're not underpowered with this. Again, 44 Magnum is still one of the strongest handguns in the world. Calibers. We got the 480 Rugers, 475 line ball, 500 line ball, 500 mag, 460. But 44 Magnum, still one of the strongest handguns in the world, people. Just to let you guys know that. But I don't know if I'd be carrying this out and about. If I'm down the trail, got a nice holster. I got this holster for, I know it doesn't match the gun, but I got this nice, somewhat like $5 holster, although it passes through. Put it on your belt. Away you go, fishing, whatever. Fast. It comes out really quick. There's no strap on this one. I wish it was. So if you're out fishing in the brooks, you don't, going over trees and stuff, you don't want it coming out. But it's just, I'm just showing you, this is just an example. It comes out pretty quick. So again, not underpowered with a 44 Magnum. Next one up, obviously 460. Sorry, well, I said 44 mag. 460. Again, this is the big boy club handgun. Not everybody should shoot this for the first time if never shot any kind of handgun. 8 3/8 inch barrel, same as my 44 mag. A lot of power, right projectiles. They use this in Africa for protection or hunting. Kodiak Island for protection or hunting. This is not a carry gun. This is a hunting specific for hunting game. A lot of power. Again, not underpowered. A little too much for self-protection, home protection. Some states don't even allow you to have this for home protection because it's called excessive force. But I wouldn't use this for self-protection inside the home, with the blast and the recoil, and go through your house and probably into the neighbor's house and go through their house. So we don't want to use that. So anyway, guys, I just want to tell you about what's out there for home defense besides the shotguns. There's 410, 20 gauge, 28 gauge, 16 gauge, and 20 gauge. Some people have 10 gauges out there. Single barrel, pump, short shotguns. But there's many options. Depends on the projectiles you use. But again, 357, very nice round. 44 Magnum, very nice round. Little Bond arm, can get all kinds of calibers for this. 45 Colt and 410, 22 Magnum, 22 short, all the way up to a 45 Colt 410 in these. Many different variables, variety of barrels. 10 millimeter now too, really cool. So all right, guys, that's all what I got to say today. Talking about stuff that you can use for everyday stuff, shooting, protection out in the woods. So keep it real, keep it safe, keep shooting, bringing people to the shooting world. Show them the right way, and You're watching 460 Style.